Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm Nerdin with you today. And today we're gonna build this exciting calculator. So I have it open here, the final files. So here's the starting files opened, and in today's video, I've decided to do the HTML and CSS ready for you. So today I really want to focus only on JavaScript. So the main logic of the calculator we're gonna do ourselves, but HTML CSS I did it for you, so you can download it from the link below, from my Telegram channel, which is in here, so you can download it. So, and this is the final project, so it looks like this. Here we go. And this is our starting file, so nothing works yet. So if you're ready, let's jump on our project and start building this exciting project. So let's take a look at the HTML first. So I did this with SCSS, so you can not even really touch it, but if you want to do, you should compile it. So everything is ready. So as you can see here, I gave some data to buttons. To the number ones, I gave data dash number. And to the calculation ways, I gave data dash calculation way. This is a pretty better way to write calculation. So I gave data for all of them, and we're gonna select all of these elements in JavaScript now, and we're gonna start building our calculator project logic. So here is last number, which is gonna be where one of these data calculation ways are clicked. So this is current number. So if you're ready, let's jump on. So in JavaScript folder, we have nothing yet because this is the starting files. So we can create them by just tapping, and I'm going to call it script.js. So here we have it. Now let's start off with getting all of the objects into the variables. So first I'll get the last number. So just in here, as you can see, last number. So this is going to be equal to query selector. Query selector. Oh, why it's not happening? Okay, so button, and we're gonna define the data. We do it like this. So we're gonna say data dash. Oh, we have class on that last number. So we're just gonna say last dash number, and we have the current number. So we do it here as well. Current number. So next we're gonna get the data all clear, which is gonna clear both of the numbers. So we're gonna say all clear, and this is gonna be equal to, oops, we didn't write document here, that's why it didn't pop up. I was kind of confused about this. Document dot query selector. Sorry for that mistake. I'm very sorry for that mistake. Query selector, and we're gonna say data button data dash all dash clear. So we defined information with data like this. So let's copy paste it and multiple times. So to do this, you just press Shift and Alt and down key. On Mac, I think it's Shift Command down key. So we're gonna say delete, and here as well we're gonna say data dash delete, and in here we're gonna define numbers, data dash numbers. We're just gonna say number, and next one is gonna be calculation way. So just say calc way. And in here we're gonna say calc dash way as well, and the next one is gonna be equals key. So let's do it. equals. So now we have all of our elements. So now let's start working on our project. So let's do the first logic, which is, so when you click one of these buttons, it should print it out in the current number in here. So let's do that in here. So we have to get this number, so it contains 1, 2, or 3. So we'll say number dot because there's a lot of buttons, it's not one, so instead of doing for loop for all of them, we just can say for each number, let's see if it's true, number dot for each function button. So we will define it like this, and when we click button, an anonymous function gets executed. So this one right here. So when we click that any kind of number button, we want to print it out in the current number. So current number dot text content is going to be equal to plus and equal to, so when we click every time, it's going to add and make it equal to button dot text content. So let's try that out right now. So when we click one of these buttons, oops, what's wrong? So let's see, query selector, button data dash number. I think all the things are true. So it's compiled here, and let's see, button dot on click function. Let's try that out again. Oops, why it's not working? So, oh, here's our mistake. So we didn't define all, because there's not one button with this data dash number, right? So we have to define all of them. So that was our big mistake. I'm sorry for that. So now let's try out if it's working. So try, and let's close this console. So now it's working. It's working. Hurrah! So next step is to make work these buttons. So when we click this one, all clear, this is going to clear the current number and as well as the last number. Well, and when we click this delete key, it should delete a last number from our current number. So let's do those logics now, and let's say all clear dot on click. This function gets executed, anonymous function. So it's gonna get the last number dot text content and make it equal to an empty string, and get the current number dot text content make it equal to an empty string as well. So now let's try that out now. So now when I click this one, only this one appears because there's no content yet in the last number. So it works very well. So now let's do the delete key. So we're gonna say del on click, this function gets executed. So when we click this one, we're gonna get the current number dot text content and make it equal to current number dot text content sliced one. So slice as starting at position 0 and -1. So this is gonna delete one character from our current number. So when we click this one, it deletes. Yes, it works. How good is that, right? So the next step is calculation way. So when we click calculation way, it should get the current number and print it out to the last number. And we're going to be able to print type the next number that we're going to be calculating. And then when we click this equal button, it's going to calculate in the way that user wanted. So let's say calculation way dot on click. This is also not one button, so as well here as well we're gonna do for each. So we're gonna click this button, and for each function button as a parameter of function. So, and we'll say button on click. This function gets executed. So for each, it's gonna on click for each, this function gets executed. So we're gonna store the calculation weight to one variable, so we're gonna use it later. So we'll say calculation weight 2 and make it equal to button.textContent. Button.textContent is gonna be equal to clicked button, so it's gonna be either this one or either this one. It's gonna get minus, plus, or anything. So next, our step is to get the last number.textContent and make it equal with current number.textContent, because we have to move the current number to the last number. So let's try that out if it's working or not now. So now this is going upstairs to the last number, and we're gonna get the current number.textContent and make it equal to an empty string so that it clears to type our next number, right? So now, hooray, it works. And we're not gonna only make it equal to current number.textContent, but also we're gonna be making it equal to button.textContent. Again, it will be minus, plus, multiplying, or dividing. So it's just gonna show which way we are using, right? So here we go, we have it. So the next step is to add an event listener to this equals button, so that after, if we want to do it here, equals.onClick, this wouldn't work because we're not gonna be able to get the calculation weight. So we're gonna do it after calculation weight is clicked. So we're gonna say equals.onClick, this function gets executed. So and in this time we're gonna switch. We're gonna use switch statement because we need to do it, and as a parameter we're gonna pass in switch calculation weight 2, which is this pressed buttons text content. Either it's gonna be plus, minus, or anything. So, and we're gonna define one case. For example, if it's dividing, then we're gonna get the number. We're gonna actually we can do like this, but that wouldn't work, and I will explain it to you now. So we're gonna get the, so sorry for the sound. So we're gonna get the, so we can get the last number.textContent and divided by the current number.textContent. But now if we do this, it's gonna get the string, which is gonna be 2 or 3, and it's gonna add the string to a string. So that's not gonna be really true. So what we're gonna do is here turn it to a real JavaScript number, so that it can add as a real number. So we're gonna do like this. So here we go, and we're gonna break the case, and we're gonna copy this multiple times, paste this multiple times, so 4 times. Let me minimize this. So, and we're gonna make the multiplication and plus and the minus. So in here we're gonna say multiple, in here we're gonna say plus, in here we're gonna say minus. So when we use switch statements, we always have to define the default case. So in the default case, we're just gonna return, we're not gonna do anything. So I think that's quite right. And on a click of equals button, I want to create a let variable with the name of result. So the result, and then the result is going to be to this value right here. So let me select all of it actually, and let me say here result is equal to this one. So now this piece of code will not work because, why you say? Because in here we said that we're adding button.text content as well, so it will be multiplication, division, or anything. The last number is going to be equal to this, so it cannot get that last number .text content as a number and calculate it. So we have to slice it. We have to slice starting at position 0. So let me select all of them actually. So we're just gonna select 4 of them, and we're gonna slice it. Slice starting at position 0, and we're gonna slice until last number .text content .length minus 1. So what does this mean? So it's gonna slice starting at position 0, and it's gonna slice until the last number's text content .length minus 1. So it's gonna be exactly this piece. So this also might not work because there's a space little right here. So we're just gonna do 2. So okay, let me select all of it, and let's say 2. Okay, so here we go. So now this piece of code should work, and now let's try to put it in the current number. Current number.text content is going to be equal to result. So let's see if that works. So plus 6 is going to be equal to 129. Yes, hurrah, it works. It really works. And now we just have to get the last number and just clear it. Last number.text content is going to be equal to an empty string. So it's going to be removed. 4 plus 6 is going to be 10. Oops, here we go, it's working. And one thing left is I'm just going to add equal thing right here, so that it was a little bit beautiful. Oops, I should add plus here. So here we go. 1 plus 6 is going to be equal to 7. Oh, how it works. Really great. So I think it's pretty much it now. And see you in my next videos. See you. But before finishing, let's check if other operations are working. So if I divide 12 by 4, should be 3. So yes, it's working. And let's try multiplication. Yes, it's working. And let's try minus. Yes, it's working. So now, bye bye.